University. If it pleases you, sir, allow me to invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Solomon Shibairo, to lead us in the remaining part of the program. With your permission, sir.
Your Excellency, Sir Dr. William Samuel Ruto, President of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Chancellor, Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, and all other Cabinet Secretaries present, led by the Chief Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, National Assembly Speaker, the Council Chair, members of Council, Governor of Kakamega County, and all elected leaders, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I wish to introduce Sifa Melodies, so that they can grace us. Sifa Melodies, please. So, Sifa Melodies, I'm told there's a slight change. We can do it later. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome you all on behalf of Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology to this auspicious special occasion. I invite you to the graduation of the 18th graduation ceremony where over 3,802 students are being conferred degrees and awarded diplomas and certificates. To us, it's a noble achievement, and we give glory to God. Today, Masinde Muliro University community feels honored and humbled by His Excellency the President for accepting to join us in celebrating this occasion, despite your very busy schedule of running the nation. I take note that this is the first graduation at a university that you are gracing. Thank you very much. Allow me to congratulate you again for becoming our 5th president. Anyone analyzing your vision, the deep plan, as is expounded in your vision, you notice that Kenya is set for the best things and the sky is not the limit. We in the educational sector are particularly thankful that we have noticed the role of education that it plays in the economy of the country. Especially for us at the university, if you recall, the universities all over the world were established to equip people with the skills necessary to engage in business, agriculture, sciences, in a nutshell. And the universities are expected to equip the graduates with a specific set of abilities that are vital for survival. In recent times, however, sir, the role of Kenyan universities has come under question, since there seems to be a very big mismatch between industry and the university education. Our hope is that the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms that you formed will come out with the recommendations that may drive back the university to its mandate. We at Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology are tackling this issue in different ways. To address the issue of quality, we are not just issuing many programs. We have narrowed to a few flagship programs, key among them being engineering and tech TVET. We thank the Kenyan government especially for granting us funds to construct what you unveiled and laid a foundation stone for it. The second in line is the health sciences, where we teach all areas including medicine, nursing, and paramedical sciences. Sir, we are the only university that has been teaching optometry, the science and medicine of eyes, and paramedics in the whole of Africa, in the northern part of Africa, apart from South Africa. Sir, however, the university does not have infrastructure to run the medical or health sciences courses. We need help, especially support in building a tuition block, in building staff houses, besides students' hostels. Sir, I want to thank you yesterday for promising that you will help us to do your part in student hostels. May we clap for that. The issue of finances, sir, in the universities has been a challenge. You very well know that. We at most, by the grace of God, by the love of God, we have continued paying our dues, that is salaries to the lecturers and even the statutory dues. However, we lack one thing. We do not have enough professors and lecturers. So we depend on part-timers. We urge the government to improve capitation so that we can be able to improve quality by having professors. They are the people meant to teach universities. We also want to say that we are doing what we are supposed to do as a university. All over the world, universities are supposed to contribute a minimum of 20% on their finances, and most has not been left around. Sir, I want to tell you that through our own initiatives, in the recent times, we have attracted funding of up to 600 million for equipment in health sciences, coming through a relationship of what we call Maltesa International by the German government. We're also doing our own to get research money. And finally, you are well aware about the Kenya-UK Health Alliance, whereby many universities in this country, championed by the Manchester University in the UK, are collaborating so that you can build infrastructure and exchange staff in the health sciences. This university, sir, as I finish, is student-centered. One of the things that we are having, that we may have to say here clearly, sir, that we were expecting 16,000 students to do examinations, but only 13,000 are doing. The reason is the 3,000 are lacking school fees. So we are asking special friends and all that to contribute to that. And the Chancellor will tell you how he initiated what we call the Chancellor's Fund, Chancellor's Endowment Fund, to try to bridge this gap. Finally, students have been crying to me to humbly ask you, sir, we need a bridge across the highway so they are not knocked by vehicles. And we also need what we call a student center where they can relax. They need, as I had said, student accommodation. And finally, we have the university team which is playing the National League. And if we could build them a beautiful stadium here, we'll be very happy. May I finally to thank the Ministry of Education for its continued finances, all other well-wishers, including the county government, for its assistance, and the leaders in Western here, including our governor, our senator. We thank the Speaker for what they have been doing to help us, and finally, the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Thank you very much. I wish you graduates success in this beautiful graduation. May God bless you. It's my humble duty now to call the Chair of Council to come and speak to me.
His His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Chancellor Sir Dr. Peter Wanyaga Muthoka, Prime Cabinet Secretary Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Mr. Ezekiel Machogu, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, good morning. We are here today to celebrate our grand ones who have made us proud by reaching this great milestone. It is an honor to join you as we mark the end of the era and the beginning of a new journey. This university envisions to produce graduates who will make a difference in the world of work. I urge you to go into the world and transform it, armed with the skills that you have accrued over the years in Masinde Muliro University. Chancellor Sir, as the chairperson, it is my responsibility to ensure that the Governing Council offers strategic direction to the university through an effective planning and implementation promises, and that the performance of the university is assessed adequately against the objectives that the Council has approved. I am glad to state that Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology has made significant strides since its inception. From a small college, Masinde Muliro has grown to be one of the leading institutions of higher learning in Kenya, providing excellent university education, training, research, while attracting students from across the country and beyond. Chancellor Sir, allow me to commend WECO, who mooted the existence of this institution, as well as all the staff and students who have been a part of this growth. On behalf of the Governing Council, I hereby urge them to continue in this spirit so that we can not only rank among the top universities in Kenya, but also internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, the university has had a remarkable expansion to include infrastructural development, increased resources, growth of academic programs that range from certificate to postgraduate level, as well as a rise in student numbers. At Masinde Muliro University, we are cognizant that the world is changing fast. Hence, over the years, we have strived to regularly revise our programs and the mode of teaching and learning to suit the needs of the ever-changing society. Since it was honored with steering this great university, the Governing Council has midwifed a new dawn marked by peace at the university to create a conducive environment for good performance and infrastructural development. This is infrastructural development has been realized as a result of the current tranquility and good management that the university is experiencing. Chancellor Sir, the Council is dedicated to promoting the interests of the university by ensuring that Masinde Muliro conducts its business efficiently, effectively, and ethically. As you are aware, sir, most recently partnered with the Ethics and Corruption in the review of the university systems, policies, procedures, as well as human resource management. The ESCC commissioners were in the university for a period of about 2 weeks, and we are grateful because this exercise will give the university system an upgrade, especially on matters of finance, procurement, and human capital. We look forward to implementing the corruption preventive measures that will be recommended by the ESCC. Chancellor Sir, may I take this opportunity now to applaud the university managers led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Solomon Shibairo, for steering Masinde Muliro towards meeting the objectives that have been set out in the strategic plan. Previous performance assessments by the Government of Kenya in conjunction with the Masinde Muliro Performance Monitoring and Evaluation Unit show that the university is excelling. In the beginning of November this year, I was honored to represent the Council in presiding over the signing of the Cascaded Cost Center performance contracts for the financial year 2022-2023. The key objective of the performance contracting is to ensure that we are effective and efficient in performance for sustainability and overall institutional growth. Masinde Muliro has highly scored this year and has been improving over the years. I have no doubt that Masinde Muliro managers have the capability and expertise to enable them to catapult the positioning of the university to even higher level. The Governing Council supports them fully. Ladies and gentlemen, the university has played its part in ensuring that the graduates seated here today are ready to face the industry as well as to become change managers in the society. I believe that you have what it takes to conquer whatever life throws at you and to be successful members of the community. I take this humble opportunity to also appreciate the parents who have sacrificed to ensure that the graduates receive financial support required to pursue higher education. This is one phase gone and the start of another. Today we are giving you the power to read and to actualize all the skills and competencies that you have been imparted with. May you continue making us proud and flying the Masinde Muliro flag higher. Once again, I congratulate the graduates of Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology 18th graduation. Thank you very much, and God bless you. And now I have the singular privilege and honor to invite our Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Ezekiel Machogu. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the Chief Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, the Chancellor of Masinde Muliro University, the Vice Chancellor, the Chairman of Council, the Cabinet Secretaries here, my friend Babu Namwamba, the Governor, my friend, the Speaker of National Assembly, and all protocols observed. Your Excellency, we want to thank you most sincerely because we found time from your very busy schedule to be here, and this is your very first function, Your Excellency, ever since you became the President of our great Republic of Kenya to officiate in this graduation ceremony, sir. This week around we thank you because this is the fourth function that you are holding in one of our higher educational institutions, sir. Sir, this is indeed testimony of your own headed out for education in our country, a sector that you hold very close to your heart. Your Excellency, in keeping with the theme of this occasion, it is vital to underscore the significance of science and technology for the present and the future. In today's world, the role of science and technology is indispensable. As we congratulate our graduates for their life-changing achievements, we must appreciate the world's changing dynamics that are highly competitive in their socio-economic achievement. Our students require mainstreaming in science and technology in order for sustainable development, in order to be relevant and to compete effectively in the 21st century. And the theme of this year's graduation ceremony, Your Excellency, is mainstreaming in science and technology for sustainable development. High standards in science and technology provide favorable conditions for the country's growth and increase healthy competition nationally and also internationally. As I congratulate the graduates for their momentous achievement, on this day, I wish to challenge them to seize the opportunities that technology has presented to be innovative in their pursuit of success and happiness, and embrace the sciences as pathways into into a brighter future. For the university and the research sector, sir, I challenge the university sector to upscale their research endeavors in the field of science and technology and work tirelessly towards providing solutions to the problems of society and using science and technology as a tool for the socio-economic transformation of our country and the world at large. As the graduates transition to another level, we urge them to purpose to grow themselves to be masters in the circumstances and environments that they find themselves in. You can choose to further your careers academically by pursuing professional courses, postgraduate courses, or short courses to advance your skills and gain a competitive edge. Remember that today you are joining Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology alumni because Your Excellency, ever since the year 2006, when Masinde Muliro was given a charter, we have had 43,000 graduates from this university, so the 3,800 are joining the alumni, and we are urging them to be good ambassadors out there. Do not forget the values you have learned here, values of honesty, truthfulness, competence, and commitment. That is what will clearly make you stand out in the job market. Your Excellency, sir, with those few remarks, I thank you once again for gracing this occasion. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir. We now invite the Chancellor, my friend Peter. Chancellor, please, welcome. Peter. Chancellor, please come.
The President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Prime Cabinet Secretary, His Excellency Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, and because of time factor, can I just say all protocols observed. As the Chancellor of this institution, it is my pleasure and a singular honor to welcome all of you to the 18th graduation ceremony of Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology. I thank the university management and all those who have made this a day of success. Indeed, Your Excellency, we are pleased to have the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. Samoei Ruto, and the Prime Cabinet Secretary, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, gracing this year's graduation, as well as a number of other government officials and dignitaries, not to mention all graduates, parents, students, and all the stakeholders wherever they are. This is indeed evidence of the support we get from the government, the support we get from the stakeholders towards supporting the education sector, especially the university education. We once again extend our appreciation to you all for honoring us with your presence in this memorable occasion. Our special thanks go to our past two chancellors, the first chancellor, Professor Bethel Alan Govt, and the second chancellor, who happened to be the third president of Kenya, the late His Excellency Mwai Kibaki, both of whom set the guidelines on development of this great university. This university, as you already know, specializes in science, technology, innovation, entrepreneurship, and disaster management, among other areas. The achievements of most include the nurturing of Kebabe University and the Kaimozi Fred University to the stage of acquiring their charters. Currently, most has Turkana University College and the other campuses, notable of which is Kakuma campus in West Turkana, which deals with training of refugees from many countries in Africa. Since the university came into existence in 2006, we have been able to confer degrees and award diplomas and certificates to about 43,000 candidates, including those who are graduating today, who will be about 4,000. These are achievements of no naming significance. I would like to recognize all the people who have come over, and because of time again, I will not mention names, but please feel that you are most welcome in this graduation, which is your function, and those of us who are managers in this institution, we are very much delighted to have you here. Distinguished audience, before I proceed, I would like to restate the philosophy of education in a nation of Kenya's status at this stage of development. Without much elaboration, education broadly should be a tool for fostering national unity, economic development, and cultural development revival. As for most, the vision, mission, core values, and the philosophy are outlined in the notes that already have been given to you. We have our vision, we have the mission statement, we have the core values, which include customer focus, excellence, professionalism, equity, accountability, innovativeness, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend special appreciation once again to the government of the Republic of Kenya for the support that most continues to receive. Just to mention a few aspects, we have a full complement of personnel recruited in senior levels. These are chairpersons and members of the council at most, Turkana University College, which is a constituent college of most, and the newly chartered Kaimozi Fred University, which until earlier in the year was a constituent college of most. The Vice Chancellor has been put in place, and this is something that is extremely important. And the Deputy Vice Chancellors, as well as the principals in our constituent colleges. All these senior personnel are in place, and therefore we are able to conduct our key roles of teaching, research, and management of the institutions efficiently. Secondly, we continue to receive the capitation both for recurrent and development in a timely manner, and for this we are extremely grateful to the government. It might be appropriate to mention, but very briefly, that at most, we also do our best to supplement this capitation through generation of funds from other sources, including fees, funds generated from research, innovative activities at the university, which we can always elaborate further, collaboration with other academic institutions internationally, as our VC has mentioned, the private sector, international donors, county governments, particularly the county government of Kakamega, and the hosting of international conferences. Going forward, ladies and gentlemen, we feel that private partners, that is public-private partnerships, is the way forward. We are working very closely with a number of organizations, and again, the question of people working together, collaboration, consultation, and cooperation is what will make everybody move on to the next level. We would like to also commend the government for establishment of the task force, and this task force on review of education is very timely. Obviously, for example, in case of the university education, Universities Act of 2012 might need review, and that is only what should be done in the sense that after 10 years, there is time to really look at these aspects. But the task force, Your Excellency, in our view, in the Chancellor's Forum, we feel the task force is already doing a very good job. As Chancellors, we spent about 8 hours with the task force this last Tuesday, and we can reiterate that they are doing a very good job. At this juncture, Your Excellency, I would like just to touch on something that the VC has touched upon, and that is the establishment of the Chancellor's Endowment Funds, which aim at financing bright but needy students. Most until Turkana University college funds were launched on 30th November 2022. And it is expected that the Kaimosi University Chancellor's Funds will be launched shortly. The funds have the support of stakeholders, including councils of the 3 institutions, staff, students, alumni, and corporates, and so on and so forth. Related to the above are the ongoing activities at the university pertaining to strategy formulation and implementation, training courses on governance, compliance, risk, audit, financial and human capital management to ensure the university resources are utilized efficiently and effectively. Without going further, I would like to commend once again our council led by Dr. Jane Musangi Mutua and our VP, the management, and all the financial people for the way they are looking after our finances and so on. Obviously, I would also like to talk about human capital training that is being undertaken by the Office of the President, State Corporations Committee, which have extended a lot of assistance as we continue to train our personnel. Once again, I congratulate the Council, the VC, and the DVCs. Together with their teams in the various divisions, they have ensured that the students graduate today. This is the right team to continue our quest to maintain MUST as one of the top universities in this country and beyond. In order to improve and maintain our global competitiveness, we must infuse the aspirations of the Big Four agenda, Sustainable Development Goals, and the African Agenda 2063. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like at this stage once again to urge managers across the country to incorporate entrepreneurship in their curriculum in order to produce entrepreneurs and job creators, and not only job seekers. As universities review their curriculum, they must consult all the relevant stakeholders, both in public and private sectors, making sure that they incorporate what will sell in the marketplace in form of what we define as education, acquisition of skills, knowledge, and a positive attitude to work. Let me just say a word on financial literacy, and this is a part of the curriculum. We are recommending going forward that nearly everybody should have this financial literacy, which incorporates banking, either central banking, commercial banking, investment banking. But even most important from the very beginning, savings, because that's what we need in a country like this. We must start saving from the very beginning. We must invest, and invest wisely. And most, again, very important, we must also have insurance. People must insure themselves, particularly in the area of medical. That is literally financial literacy. Most of the other universities, ladies and gentlemen, are huge resources for this nation. I urge the national and the county governments to take advantage of the expertise that the universities offer to enrich their programs and projects. I have already said about 3 C's of collaboration, consultation, and cooperation. People working together. We need all the time peace and harmony to be able to move on. This collaboration between academia and the governments in various areas such as agriculture, engineering, disaster management, health, and environment can yield immense benefits for the universities, the community, and the entire nation. I can attest that MUST is providing excellent education, training, research, and innovation. I commend the researchers and scholars of this university for placing the institution on the global map through organizing international workshops and fora where research findings are disseminated for the benefit of mankind. I'm happy to see some of the key infrastructural developments that you can see around that have come up during the year: administration block, the lift, establishment of engineering and TVET complex, as well as commencement of the construction of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Once again, and I'm just coming to an end, I approved most efforts to develop grant proposals. Now, to those of you who are graduating, and you are the people who have made us come here, and we are extremely proud of you, I advise you to practice what we have taught you and add value to Kenya's development agenda. Be good ambassadors, and we say ambassadors plenipotentiary and extraordinary of MUST. Choose to be dependable citizens whose service to mankind will stand out. Aim at leaving a legacy of excellence wherever you go, and remember that education is a lifelong process, and therefore do not acquire, you must continue to acquire the same. I leave you with one quotable quote from my chancellor in the University of East Africa, 1963-66, called Mwalimu Dr. Julius Kabarage Nyerere, who used to encourage East Africans in the nation-building process with the saying, "It can be done, play your part." And also please bear in mind that things do not normally just happen. They are made to happen. Finally, remember that to whom much is given, much is also expected. Congratulations, most graduates of 2022. Go out there and do what we have empowered you to do. The Chancellor wishes you a Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous 2023. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Please welcome.
The Chancellor of Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology, Cabinet Secretaries present, Principal Secretaries, Chair of Council, Madam Jane Musangi, members of the University Council, the Governor of Kakamega County and other governors present, members of the National Assembly and County Assembly, Vice Chancellors present here, and Vice Chancellors also of other universities, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Deans and Directors, staff and students, distinguished graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Jambo. It's an honor for me to join you on the 18th graduation ceremony of this great and promising institution. We are all congregated here because hundreds of young people have been working hard, exercising their imagination and testing possibilities in pursuit of their lifelong dreams to build their careers and to work their way into life. For them, today marks a milestone of tremendous significance in their lives. I therefore congratulate all the graduates on their fine achievement, and your aspirations have been vindicated and your dreams are on course to being a reality. The future and its promise awaits, and you have been tried, you have been tested, and found ready and able to go forth. I congratulate each and every one of you. I want you to feel appreciated, encouraged, and supported today and always. I also commend the entire Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology for all the efforts you have made, and you have also invested over the years to ensure that the graduates here and the rest of the student fraternity receive academic and co-curricular services necessary to transform school leavers into graduates and graduates into postgraduates, all the way to the postdoctoral levels. Your hard work has brought many young Kenyans closer to their dreams. To that extent, you have taken this nation as near as possible to its vision. This is therefore a momentous day to celebrate meaningful achievements, and everyone concerned should be truly proud. I join you in this celebration. It is particularly encouraging to participate in an event like this, which demonstrates the determination, resilience, and innovation it took Mutembei Muliro University to continue discharging its mandate despite the uncertainty and disruptions occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic. There are lessons to be learned and to be drawn from this experience and the significance of this ceremony in that context. On this Kenya National Innovation Week, I encourage the university community to deliberately and deeply focus on how to aggressively extract various learnings from the pandemic experience to inaugurate a tradition of innovation and resilience. There are firms and other organizations throughout the world which reimagined their existence and purpose and not only thrived during and after the pandemic, but have also emerged much better than before. We must cast our eyes afar and identify the fundamental principles and strategies which enable them achieve this admirable feat and walk in their footsteps. For many reasons, we face a future filled with disruptions from diverse threats, many directly or indirectly connected with human activity. Conflicts, the triple planetary crisis of climate change, air pollution, and biodiversity loss, conflict and poverty are some of the salient drivers of future disruptions. We are witnesses to the impacts of climate change, which have denied us rain for so long that the Horn of Africa is experiencing the worst drought in 40 years. In many parts of the region, including Kenya's arid and semi-arid rangelands, which cover over 70% of the national landmass, the devastating drought has no precedence in the era of documented records. Even so, it is our crucial mandate to establish a sustainable capacity as a nation, as communities, and as individuals, and face the future with a confidence despite the knowledge that diverse adverse events, many beyond our control, always confront us. This capacity lies in building resilience and developing appropriate innovations to enable us detect, warn, prevent, mitigate, and recover from disruptive events. I make this call in recognition that I am in an institution that is proudly committed to the discipline of science and technology, engineering, technical and vocational education and training, and health sciences. I am also keenly aware that the majority of this congregation is made up of the generation famously known as the digital natives. This is the cohort which was born into the era of modern high-tech and have lived their entire lives during the fastest technological transformation, and for them, virtual reality, nanotechnology, automation, and artificial intelligence are not mind-boggling imaginations, but essentials of a normal life. This is therefore the right place to challenge Kenyans to go into the depth of possibility by employing scientific techniques, scholarly discipline, and modern technology to find answers to the hard questions of our time and develop appropriate solutions to the pressing problems hindering us from making progress. For example, I am looking forward to Mutembei Muliro University engineering our financial setup so that we can sort out the challenges facing Mumias Sugar Company. I am looking forward to working with institutions of higher learning in this region to unravel what we need to do for a gold refinery to be established in this region. I am looking forward to working with institutions of higher learning so that we can tap into the resources of granite in this region and find the mechanism for value addition so that we can be able to harness the resources we have for the development of our country. Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology must lead the way in exploiting the opportunities presented by the crisis we face, thereby enhancing our society's overall ability to reimagine and reinvent itself in the face of all the threats. This, it seems to me, is the implicit challenge at the heart of the university's vision and mission. And it is my belief and that of the government of Kenya that institutions of higher learning like Masinde Muliro and all our other universities should be the confluence of all our communities and the convergence of our cultures and traditions and the epitome of academic excellence and not ethnic conclaves. We are looking forward